fade away.
I hate you, Microsoft, for having too much money. Anyway, no backwards compatibility. So, in other words, if you bought that game when you get the PS3 and then you got a PS4 and you bought the game again, you will not be able to play it around and shit. So in other words, if you bought it for the PS3, you would not be able to play it on the PS4. And same with the Xbox, which is just absolutely rubbish. Anyway, where are we up to? Free FIFA used games is unknown for the PS4, but I doubt they'd do that because Sony aren't really like that. However, I'm not sure because the recent economy and EA and all that, it's all changed, and I don't know, they might be forced into it or they might just do it anyway because they can. Because they need the extra money, to be honest, because Microsoft are just kicking everyone in the arse. And yes, for Xbox One, you do have to pay money to be able to play a fucking game someone else has bought already, which is bullshit. That's bullshit. It's absolute rubbish, that. I'm sorry if anyone else is listening who doesn't like swearing, but honest to God, this is something worth swearing about, because this is absolutely rubbish, okay? Right? People do not deserve to have to pay for a game her friend has already bought or something like that. Because if my friend Sam came over and he was like, shit, we should play COD, bring your controller around, and I'll be like, yeah, I ain't got it, but you can bring yours. We've got to bleeding pay before he comes round. This is rubbish. It's absolutely terrible. It's a horrible idea. No wonder at EA we're like, oh yeah, we're all right now. We're not going to charge you for playing our game after you've bought it. You know, you're not going to have to buy a season pass or whatever you got to buy for FIFA. You've got to buy another fucking copy of the game, which is bull. It's just absolutely terrible. I mean, you should be able to share your games. You should be able to go around to your friend's house and just play on the game without having to buy it. I mean, you could at least have to rent it. It's terrible. I hate you. I hate you, Microsoft. I hate you. Anyway, hopefully Sony won't do that. Hopefully they'll have one up on Microsoft for that, at least. I mean, if they didn't, then they're just stupid. 4K support for video. 4K support means you can 1080p, for example, is there. 4K is around about there. And honest to God, I don't know if you saw that, but it's quite big. And I mean, it's square, and it's like you're watching at a cinema. If you had a 4K compatible projector, mate, you'd never go back to a TV. Woo! It's for both of them. 4K support for video, obviously it goes to both of them. Stereoscopic 3D, it had it on the PS3, so why the hell would they not have it on the PS4? It's unknown for the PS4, but I bet you it does. Yeah, I wouldn't see why they wouldn't. And yes, it does. Oh wait, yeah, it does, yeah. It has it for the Xbox One, so yes. The notable ports for the PS4, HDMI in and out, analog AV out, which is just the same as, I don't know why it's got HDMI in though, but that'd be cool to see where they're going with that. Maybe you can plug something else into it, like you do with a VCR kind of thing, or a DVD player, and then you could just plug it out into your surround sound or whatever, and your TV. And AV out, yeah, like they normally do with the PlayStation series and that, they do have an AV out for
Humiliation.
For example, I've got to use an AV out with my Game Capture HD. You guys would know that, should anyway. Optical out as well. For the Xbox, they have HDMI in and out, and there's an optical out. So finally, they're going with the optical for audio as well, so you can get 7.1 surround sound, maybe, depending on the compatibility between consoles. PS3, I'm pretty sure that was 5.1, because I've got 7.1 surround sound Tritons, and it doesn't come up saying, it only comes up saying 5.1. So, anyway, optical drive is a DVD and a Blu-ray for both of them now. I mean, I think Sony owned the Blu-ray at the time, and then Microsoft bought them off it. Bought it off, or bought the permissions to use it or whatever. I don't even know, but I know that this is definitely a good thing, because the quality and the sizes of the maps and the uniqueness of everything. Say for example, you got Grand Theft Auto. Here's a map from San Andreas, which is on the PS2. Here's a map from PS3, which is Grand Theft Auto 4, and then here's a map from Grand Theft Auto 5. This realistically should be what it's like, because Xbox were dragging PS3 down because PS3 were able to have a bigger map and more character costumes and more characters and a bigger storyline and stuff like that, because they were using Blu-ray. However, Xbox was still using DVD and couldn't have the compatibility because obviously the DVD wouldn't be able to hold that much storage space unless it was like quadruple layered, and you had to have like 4 DVDs for that. And you know what that's like with Final Fantasy, you had to have 4 DVDs and we had to have 1. Anyway, yeah, this should be better anyway, but hopefully it just really does depend on how much effort the companies do put into it. For example, I know Call of Duty release a game every year. I mean, that's obviously it's Call of Duty, Infinity Ward and Treyarch who release a new game, and obviously separate times and take it in turns. But I'm not sure they'd put up that much effort, because on the video for E3, if not for E3, for where the Xbox was announced, they said, "Oh my god, it looks fucking amazing," and they showed a video clip, and honest to god, it looks so good. The anti-aliasing, the quality, like it's like seeing Minecraft in 500 frames per second. It was just beautiful. I mean, the reflections, the sun and everything, it was really, really nice, and you thought this is going to be great. And then they showed the trailer, right, and I realised, me and my mate were watching it, and we realised that the first bit was played on a PC, and you could see how like it was just so clear and smooth and everything, and it was played on a PC, you could so tell. And then they went and played it on the Xbox One, and it looked terrible. The same clips that they showed on that clip, on the quality clip, right, and then the trailer, they were both the same, and then they were just completely different in quality. They were both the same clip, but completely different in quality. I mean, you could see the differences between Xbox and PC. I mean, it's probably better to get this on PC. Call of Duty Ghosts, by the way. So anyway, after optical drive, we go to subscription. Obviously, it's PSN for PlayStation, and it's an updated Xbox Live subscription. Most likely going to cost a lot more money. I didn't say a lot more, I said more money then, but it just depends on how much Microsoft want to rip you off. To be honest, I wouldn't go with Microsoft, because they're just obviously always about the money. This isn't a gaming console anymore, it's an entertainment system. Honest to God, I wouldn't get this console until a year later, because I'm not wasting my money on something like that. It's ridiculous. Anyway, video chat. You can do cross-game chat infrastructure on the PS3 and the PS4. It's going to have a cross-game chat infrastructure, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be like the Xbox, where you can chat across games. But they just said a video chat across game, but Xbox didn't have that. Xbox is going to have Skype, which you can't do video chat with more than one person unless you pay for premium on Skype. So I'm not sure whether PS4 is going to be able to do this anyway, but if you can, Xbox won't be able to do it unless you pay for another subscription, which is Skype, which Microsoft now own, by the way, and it looks too much like Windows 8. It's terrible. Anyway, Bluetooth 2.1 for both of them. That doesn't really matter. Not many people use Bluetooth anyway, unless you're using a headset. Wi-Fi, it's the same as normal. It's 802.11b/g/n. The network checking the type model kind of thing you can use to connect to your modem. And Xbox has Wi-Fi Direct, and I think I don't know what that means. I'm assuming maybe it's something like you click on it and then you click your modem and they both connected together. But you can do that on PS3 anyway, so I don't know why they said that. Though why they've not said that on PS4. But anyway, USB is both USB 3.0, which is a lot faster transfer rate, and it's great. Ethernet is both gigabit. Doesn't matter anyway, because everyone's going to be using it. Most people use wireless, but I use wired because it's just way better. Obviously, as a gamer, you should know that. If you don't, you want to get one, and then you might be a little bit closer to being a gamer. Online multiplayer, obviously, it's going to be PSN and Xbox Live. Don't know why they've written that twice. Motion control is the same with PS3 as PS4. It's I and move. Not sure if they're going to bring something new out yet, but we'll see. Probably later on in time. And Xbox has Connect 2, which is just a looks terrible. Honest to God, it's like it's bigger and it's squarer. It's like Windows 8. Everyone just doesn't like Windows 8. Why have they gone with the same theme? Anyway. PS Vita for camera resolution is for the PSI, which is 1280 by 800, which is terrible. They need to bring out a new camera. I don't think Sony have been focusing on that much, to be honest. But I mean, I agree with Xbox here. They have covered quite a lot of area here, and I don't know why Sony haven't announced something better than iMove and the PSI, which is absolutely terrible. They really do need to sort that out. Maybe they'll announce it at shit, I forgot what it's called now. E3, E3. And the second, and the Kinect 2 has 1080p, which is great. The second screen for the PS Vita, you can connect your PS Vita to your screen, carry on playing your game from whichever console you're on. So you're on your PS Vita here, and you play in, and you just transfer it over. You're like, boom, I'm on a PS3 now. So on my TV. Boom, I want to play it on there now. I don't know how that works, but cool. And the Xbox has Smart Glass, which has been out. I think you could do that on the Xbox 360. I never heard of it, to be honest, and I didn't really care. Voice control is unknown for the PS4. Doubt they're going to do that unless they're going to bring out a new camera, because then you can have them both in one, which should be very beneficial. But obviously, voice control in the Kinect is apparently enhanced in the Xbox, which is a bit depressing because it sucks. Anyway, availability is in the holiday in 2013, so hopefully summer holidays, and for the Xbox it's later in 2013. So hopefully Sony will get a head start on Xbox this time, and Xbox aren't going to be stupid and release it like a year before, because that's when the difference between Blu-ray and DVD was. They were on DVD, Xbox, and then Blu-ray was released, and then Sony went for Blu-ray, and they were like, boom, motherfuckers. But anyway, yeah. Let me know what you think, guys. Let me know what console you're planning on buying, if any. If not, then tell me if you're going to stick with the PC, or if you're going to start building up your gaming PC, because that would be the best thing to do. Honest to God, I don't care if it's Xbox One or PS4 that you're going to get, because that's just a different operating system. To be honest, PC is probably the best thing to do. I mean, PS4 or Xbox is going to cost about 500 quid at least. I'm saying, I don't know, I can't even say, but I mean, to build up a decent gaming PC, it's not going to cost much more than that, and to be honest, it's a lot more beneficial. You do have a bigger range of features and stuff, and control over your stuff. For example, if I got GTA, I could change the graphics and the quality and everything so that it suits me, so it doesn't lag, so that I can record and stuff like that. And then I can even mod the game. It's just great, but you can't do that. You've got little features and stuff you can't do on PS3 and Xbox. But I mean, it's up to you. But it just depends on what you guys are thinking of doing. Let us know in the comment section below. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video, my little rant kind of thing. So see you again soon.
Be advised, your equipment has been destroyed. Mission complete. Solid performance.
The SFG website, Garry's Mod, Minecraft and Feed the Beast server. Hosted by 24-hour hosting.